Hey there! So today we have another review. This is a battle beers between two Japanese lagers. So we have Kirin and Sapporo. Not really going to do this blind. I really don't have any stake in this, and I'm actually just curious which one's better. So I will say shout out to Nate at Treehouse Brewing. He has an awesome, wonderful YouTube channel where at first it was like super geeky and fun stuff that I really enjoyed, but then it went even crazier into the more widely accessible kind of just blind tasting macro lagers and blind tasting, wit beer and international lagers and Japanese lagers. And his order of preference was actually Asahi, which I don't have here, and then Sapporo and Kirin. But these were what were available at the Asian store that I find, at least the large cans. I wasn't gonna buy like three 6-packs of beer, right? So, okay. Love the Sapporo can, by the way. That like heavy duty, like literally can't squeeze it because of the ridges and the thickness of the. It's like the can's built like a barrel, so like with that geometry, I think it just makes it sturdy. Yeah, about the same. Don't have perfectly clean glasses. I try to scrub these out, but really need to do a better job, Darwin. Like you're really not doing great education with these so-ish looking glasses. But we'll have this. I will recommend. I mean, not everybody has it, but like after I wash them, I know for a fact that they're just gonna collect dust and stuff, and like I try to scrub it out with like one of those like scrub brushes, like for baby bottles and stuff, which is one of the best gifts you can give anybody, by the way. But I don't have a thing that like hangs them like. If you were like a bar, some people have it. Like if you hang the glasses upside down, it'd be great. But to prevent the collection of stuff on the material, cooking, and dust, and who knows what. But whatever. Let's dig into this one first. Yeah. What's the shape on these guys? So this is, I guess, good until a couple more months. I'm gonna say this was canned. Maybe like 6 months ago. All right, so probably similar age, but yeah, macro lager kind of fermentation. A little bit of, I want to say like some papery staleness for sure going on. Grainy sweetness. Also a little bit of just like weird dustiness, which I guess can be associated with like oxidation or something like that. So it smells alright. Yeah, see, this one smells a little bit better. So strangely enough, it smells. It reminds me of light struck beer, even though like it can't be light struck because it's in a can. It's weird, but I guess it's just the power of like suggestion, right? When you just smell international lager, sometimes you just automatically want to think to light struck because that's sort of the association right there, right? The brain does crazy things. A little bit better, I want to say. A little bit more neutral on the nose. Yeah, whereas this one has like a weird dustiness, which is funky and weird. Okay. Big sweetness up front. Yeah. Has a little bit of that kind of like oxidative papery bag thing, but up front, definitely some of that kind of like macro-y, grainy sweetness, a little bit of light kind of fruitiness, almost like green apple and pear character. Some of that familiar kind of stale bread macro lager thing in the middle. And then for sure, some of that kind of like oxidative, a little bit of that oxidative character. Or just sort of reminds you of like a macro lager where there's like always some kind of like, or generally some kind of like staleness and dustiness or something weird like that going on. Try out this one. Yeah. Okay. Okay. That's really weird. Now I taste it. It's so weird. I taste the light struck on this beer, even though it comes in a can. Huh. Brewed in Vietnam. Yeah, this beer's light struck, even though it's in a can. I thought I smelled it, but I tasted it, yeah. It's so weird. This one doesn't have that staleness going on. Definitely a little bit more kiss of neutral grainy sweetness in this as well. But it dries out quite nicely. Also, which one's drier? Let's see. Dries up quite nicely and doesn't have that kind of staleness, but it has a little bit of light truck going on, which is so weird. I want to find it. I want to say it has like a cleaner palate to it. Yeah. Okay. Despite like some like staleness going on here, some light truck going on here, this one's definitely better. This one, the Kirin, reminds me more of macro lager. Like, I would definitely guess this is more in the line of like an American macro versus this like has. I don't know about you guys, but like I generally have found the Japanese examples to be some of the best kind of macro / international lagers. So like that, I mean, it's a different category, I guess, but like the Americans would be like Bud Miller, Coors, blah blah, PBR, etc. And then the international ones would be all the Caribbean, blah 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 lagers, and then also the European ones. So you're like, going Heineken, Stella, blah blah blah, going on with that. So. Yeah, this is a really nice kind of like sweetness up front, noticeable, but I sort of like it because it gives the beer some character. Like it has a, I mean, for some people it might be a little bit cloying, maybe. Like I mean, depending on how many ounces you're going after, but yeah, it's a noticeable clean sweetness, almost like puffed sugary rice or something, which is quite fun. But then it has more this neutral base. Like it just doesn't have. What I taste in a lot of macro lagers, especially the American one, a lot of off flavor, off flavor. What do you want to call it? They brew it with specific or a lot of flavors in there that I generally don't like. So, yeah, this one also has a macro kind of corny sweetness to it. But I assume this is either full malt or with rice. But then bang, yeah. Some of that kind of like dusty macro-y thing going on. So obviously these are both macro beers, but I mean it by just like American macro. So I'm gonna go Sapporo today. So I guess I'm with Nate from Treehouse. I just definitely prefer this. So next time we'll have to throw Asahi into the bunch because his preference is Asahi, Sapporo, Kirin. My preference today was this over this. Cheers. Let me know. Think later.